Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, or welcome to the channel. If you're new and you want to tune in and you're scared and you want to know what's going on with the market, that's what we'll talk about. All right, we'll do a middle of the day market update. In general, I think at this point of time, the situation is still pretty similar as this morning. The price is basically at the same level. This morning we actually had a bit of a bounce, but if we zoom in, like this is the daily time frame. This is a 12-hour time frame. If you look at the 1 hour, we had a decent bounce from 49,000 initially, but we have given it up. All right, and this is not a strong bounce. This is not a bounce that if you see a bounce like this, that you think, all right, well that's strong enough to actually provide us with a bottom. And that's also, and I said that this morning as well, I still expect more bearish momentum. So let's do a little bit of a walk through the markets right now. The US market has just opened, so that is probably going to cause quite a lot of volatility, which I will not be able to cover in this video because it's something we'll see over the next couple of hours. But at least initially, right here, you can see from the open interest. We are getting a bit of a bid, all right? So people in this last half an hour are buying up Bitcoin, but it's much too early to say whether that's going to lead to anything. So let's take a look at the market, all right? If we look at the markets, first of all, Russell 2000, still very bearish, or at least has been very bearish for a while now. This is basically, the Russell 2000 index is basically an index showing you how strong risky assets are. Such as Bitcoin, which, as you can see, they're not very strong yet. Nasdaq has fallen over the course of today. The S&P has fallen over the course of today. Huge gap right here. In the pre-market, we dropped down much more. We're at a decent support here, but I would not expect that to hold. US bond yields are still going up, which is also a bearish indication. So right now, if we're looking at the stock market, everything is still bearish. All right, when we talk about the political situation in the Middle East, which there are more factors influencing the market, but let's stick with those two factors. So the stock market and a potential recession in the US and the unrest in the Middle East. To my knowledge, there's no new updates on the unrest in the Middle East, even though there are some rumors that Iran is telling planes to avoid their airspace, which is a signal that they're going to do something. All right, so for now, I see no reason to think this is the bottom. All right, so this is the 4-hour time frame. Sure, we're getting a bit of a leverage bid right here, but there's no Coinbase premium. Actually, Coinbase is trading lower than Binance right here, which is not a great sign. For me, like, what would need to happen fundamentally here is that we get some sort of clarity on the situation in the Middle East and some positive news from the broader capital markets. That needs to happen fundamentally. Technically, we need to break above 54,000 to at least turn a little bit more bullish here. If that hasn't happened, I will remain bearish. All right, and I have limit orders for Bitcoin lower than this, around 46, 45,000. I will try to buy Bitcoin from there, at least for now. And if you want to be updated on that, because I cannot make video updates on that, if you want to be updated, join the premium or the signal group. There I've shared that trade together with some other trades, but I'll keep you updated as well on that trade in my daily Bitcoin videos. But I cannot, if you want to take that and you want to be updated like as soon as possible, consider joining the signal group, which, by the way, in there we have not lost money on this move, all right, because it was at least yesterday we canceled all our limit orders because it felt like something was in the air. So if you want to be able to protect your capital more, if you want to learn about that, consider joining the group. But that's up to you. I mean, a lot of you probably also lost quite a lot of money. Then I would just wait, all right, wait for better market circumstances. Then we'll do more trading, etc. That's up to you to consider. But that's Bitcoin. There's really no value, I think, in longing altcoins. You can take a look at something like Ethereum. If Ethereum reaches a level like 2000 and 1950, that looks like a good buy. I would not buy there though. But I think if you look at Solana, if Solana drops down to something like 100, I think that's a good buy as well. But outside of that, like, there are some altcoins that are performing, but it's very tied to Bitcoin. First of all, and I would say the market circumstances for now are still too risky. All right. So yeah, unless we get more fundamental clarity and unless Bitcoin breaks above 54,000, I will remain bearish. If we are able to get some clarity, if we are able to get a bullish breakout, then this might be the bottom. But it's too early to say that. All right. So I'll keep you updated on that. Those are my thoughts for now. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye.